So you mentioned quite a few different names of tools and projects. There was the TAP program, Cattail, Beehive. These are things that a lot of people outside IBM might not have heard of. So could you just elaborate on some of those?
Okay, if we start with the TAP program, which is the Technology Adoption Program, this is a place where developers can go and put their wares. They can sort of advertise them to the world, and you can go along and just try them out. You can rate them, you can comment on them, and you can go and use these in your day-to-day work if they work for you. And, if people like working with them, like working with you while you're working with them, they'll pick up. And there's very much organic growth. Within TAP, we have two levels of adoption. We have the first adopters, which is a fairly small group of people, and then the early adopter group, which obviously just after the first adopters, and they'll try out sort of more tested things. The first adopters will pretty much try absolutely everything, and there is a sort of a program where we're asked to review a new item every month and comment whether we think it's useful and whether we think there's value in it as well. But the real strength comes from is actually trying these things out. And once you start talking about them with your friends and stuff, and you trying it out in work, you find certain things will just explode, and everybody's trying to jump onto the beta for that certain project. Then you'll see very quickly that these sort of things will sort of develop and become wider available products and soon become production. Once one of these ideas goes into sort of graduates, or then go onto our W3 network, and it's fully supported then by help desk. So there's a clear progression on where the product goes and what level people, what sort of adoption rate that they're at, where they can sort of put themselves and the sort of things they can try out.
So is that like any developer who comes up with an idea for a tool that might help the organisation or productivity in some way can sort of drop it onto this this area then? It's sort of like an app store, but for
very similar. They do have to pitch to the TAP team and say this is what we're going to do and why they're doing it. But we have a number of different developer platforms, which people are freely available to go and play with. But if they want to get onto TAP, they do have to pitch to the TAP team and say why they're doing it and what sort of value they expect people to get from it. So it won't be, they won't be messing around on it. It won't be party games or anything. But it is going to be the sort of very business orientated stuff.
Yeah. Okay, and did some of these tools like the Beehive and Cattail, are they products of this program then?
Cattail and Beehive actually come out of IBM Research, and they were specifically research projects.
Right.
Beehive is very much similar to Facebook. You can share photos, you can share lists, high fives they call them. You can run events and discussion groups on there, and it's a great way for people to sort of get to know each other and make sense of each other. And there's sort of been an ongoing photo competition going on Beehive for I think a couple of years now, where people are invited to sort of name where is this place sort of thing, and there's a real community spirit of people from around the globe, and there's actually hundreds of people on there trying to guess what this is, whether it's a piece of hardware, whether it's a fountain in Italy or something. It's quite amazing to see people who have never met each other connected in such a way and really getting to know each other. Cattail is file sharing, so it's just a place where you can upload your files and literally share them with specific people. But you can also just troll through there and have a look and see what's up there, and do a search on something and kind of find a presentation which might be really useful for that sort of emergency client meeting you've got tomorrow, with some really killer content in there. This sort of stuff happens no end, and you'll find people that it's a great way of sort of highlighting subject matter experts. People are creating lots of really useful content, then get asked to go along to presentations or actually go and speak at events or whatever, things like that. It's proved a very sort of lucrative way for people to get recognition as well. So if you feel that you're a subject matter expert on something, but you're not getting that recognition sort of in your area of business, it's an easy way of you to sort of for people to get to know you and to maybe sort of spread your wings a little bit, from perhaps where you are at the moment.